see if this works. Here, yeah. Hopefully everyone's doing. Basically, what I'm doing here is I let people call in. I do the vent. Hopefully, it works. And yeah, we'll just I'm just testing this out. I'm actually streaming this on across multiple platforms. I want to see how it all is. We're just testing things out right now. Hopefully, you're doing well. If anyone needs to call or vent about anything, by all means, please come on. And I will say that the majority of this all will go down on Reddit. So most of my interactions will be off Reddit. So if you're on like YouTube or Facebook or anything else, by all means, please, by all means, just keep that in mind. So like I'm just trying, like I'm broadcasting this on YouTube and Twitch and everything. So, yeah. Hopefully this work. All right, cool. I'm also trying to make sure everything's going well. I'm just trying to see what it's like to broadcast this across multiple platforms. See where it goes from there. And people are watching across on Twitch, on YouTube, on my Facebook. So yeah. Right now my baby daughter is asleep and we're just here chilling. So if anyone needs to talk or vent about anything, please by all means call in. By all means call. Either way it's all good. We're just constantly going back and forth between the different platforms and making sure everything's good. Hopefully everything's good. Yeah, as far as me, like, no, things are good. I felt like last night was this is the second day where we actually allow people to call in, or a second stream where we're letting people call in. Yesterday was a good trial run. I think it went pretty well. I think a lot of people connected. That was pretty effective. Now it's like I'm just opening it up to other stuff. Let me know if it worked. Let me know. Opening it up to other stuff. Let me know if it worked. There you go. Okay. That. Yeah. So yeah, I'm broadcasting this on multiple. But we'll just see. We will see. We will see how this. And if you're tuning in, thank you for tuning in. Basically, what I do here is like I just give people the opportunity to vent about whatever they want to vent about. You can even drop it in chat. Just keep in mind that I'm primarily on Reddit, even though I have the other platforms open, both on YouTube and Twitch and Facebook. But just know that I'm primarily. So yeah. that. Keep it going. So yeah, if you're tuning in, appreciate you being here. And we got George O'Han saying nice, bro. Thank you so much. And Uncle Bill liking it on Facebook. Hey, we got a call.
Call from
George.
To accept, press 1.
Hey, George, how's it going?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you feeling today?
I'm pretty good. Thank you for calling. I appreciate the comment on Facebook. Yeah, like this is something new that I'm testing out. I started doing this on Reddit, and this is the first time I'm streaming it to multiple platforms.
Oh, very cool, man.
How's life treating you? How was the MVP meeting today? Sorry I missed it. Like I woke up late, and I missed the call.
Oh, it's always really good. We have a group of people from Hollywood. John Duffy, producer, the Vetflix CEO, and Impact Releasing CEO Mark Bovey.
Oh wow!
And we talk about film distribution. We talk about getting content out there. A lot of people they start the film industry stuff with wanting to make a movie, but they don't really know, well, this is a business. How do you make money at it? How do you monetize that? There's so many things that, a lot of questions. So we're starting to just host a small little chat room where people can live right there on the spot and ask their questions and get their answers. So it's been pretty cool.
That's beautiful. And that's basically with in regards to like the military veterans in Hollywood, correct? The MVP. What was it called again? Military veteran professionals?
Yeah, military veteran professionals in Hollywood, and it's not just open to only military veterans. It's also open to anybody who wants to, get into the film industry. We're bridging the gap with civilians and veterans. John Duffy himself is a civilian, and the reason that's important is a lot of military veterans, when they get out of the military, like they don't realize you're going to need civilians to help you navigate these waters now. You're going to need somebody to help you not think so military all the time. And so that's what's really special about this room is it's helping people find some new battle buddies and bridging that gap between veterans and civilians.
That's
and
beautiful.
A lot of times civilians do want to support veterans, but it's like, hey bro, thank you for your service. There's this weird awkwardness. They don't quite know what to say or how to work with them. And like we're trying to also break that stigma and that awkwardness of saying, hey, we're just regular people. Let's have a relationship. Let's just talk.
That's beautiful. I love it. I love what you're doing. And like, I know you guys are in early stages. I'm just grateful to be to find out about it now and to be a part of it. And if there's anything I could do to help support the cause by sharing the word, believe me, I'll do that. And then congrats again on your movie, Narco Sub. Like, if people don't know, like, I believe from my understanding, you produced this movie, correct?
Well, Narco Sub has been produced in Houston. They came through us from Impact Releasing and Vetflix, and this is kind of what we talk about in the MVP room is like the marketing and the distribution and the relationship based outreach. That's what we're doing for the film. So we've taken the movie on, and as Fulton Film Company, and now we're reaching out to the veteran community where we have a stronghold. I was 8 years active duty U.S. Army, and then I got into Hollywood. I was there for 7 years. So I have this, unique network of people who podcast, who are on radio shows, who are interested in patriotic or military or veteran-centric content. And so instead of rolling out this film Hollywood style where we would just pay for a bunch of random Facebook ads and Instagram ads and just get into, random people's hands, we're using this relationship-based marketing. And, we're doing quite well in many of these markets. Like we just opened up at Fort Benning, Georgia, which is the home of the infantry. Mm-hmm. And Black Widow, Marvel's film, Disney, they only had 7 seats more than us sold compared to Narco Sub. So that just goes to show you that should inspire independent filmmakers to say, hey, if you independently produce a project and you figure out the right way to bring this thing to the marquee, to the cinema and put it up there and let it go toe to toe with a Hollywood title, you might win. You might do okay. So like our on-screen average is right up there with Marvel. So it's like, I'm not saying we're that good of a marketing department, but what's Marvel's marketing department doing then?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the question. So it should be inspirational to know like Mike and George and a couple of his buddies, Mark and John, can do as good of a job as some large Hollywood company with our own little podcast and our own little network of friends.
That's beautiful. I love it, and like those are the small wins that like filmmakers and creative types should celebrate also, because like in this game, in this journey, it can be brutal and grinding, and these are the little things that people can cling on to like to help them keep going to the next level.
Absolutely, sir.
George, is there anything you want
I,
to like? Is there anything? I don't mean to cut this off. We can keep talking all day, but like, is there anything you want to promote? Is there anything you want to like say? Anything you want to vent about? This is what I do. I basically allow people. I give people the opportunity if something's bothering them. If something like I just give people the opportunity to vent, whether or not it's good or bad.
well, if I vent, it's good. To me, it's good. I'm trying to put out positive vibes. I'm trying to put out good energy.
I love it.
There's so much negativity out there. There's so much just junk, and
Agreed.
I'm a lot less than perfect myself, and I used to be a part of that negativity.
Yeah,
I
same
used to
here.
be a part of that junk, you know. And
I
after
agree.
a
Yeah.
while, I was like, dude, this sucks. Why am I doing this? This isn't getting me anywhere. Being this negative, mean, like butthole guy. It's like it's not cool, man. So as I've changed over time, as I've learned, as I've grown, as things happened, uh, it's helped me to help more people. And the way I find success in my life is a very selfish way, very selfish. The more people that I help, the more that I get helped. And so
Yeah.
people are like, dude, why are you willing to go do that for that person? It's like, dude, the universe it has responded in a way for my life and for me personally that the more people I physically try to reach out to and be like, bro, what can I do for you? Let me hook you up. Let me try to help you. Stuff comes back to me because of that relationship, because of that
Exactly.
one little me reaching out. They're like, hey, George, I got a buddy who has this sandwich shop who needs this little marketing thing. I'm like, all right, cool. There's a little $1,000 gig. Awesome. It just came back to me. You see?
That's beautiful.
So that little way of doing things has been my way of teaching people to do things. I have a program. It's called Teach, Coach, Mentor.
Okay.
And Teach, Coach, Mentor, it's been going on for about 10 years now. We have it in physical form, and we do it via video based on people who reach out to us. And we teach people about business. We teach people about entrepreneurship. We teach them about film. We teach them just about how to generally be a good person, all these things. And the whole basis of it is wrapped around a thing called anti-recidivism. Now, most people, when they hear the word recidivism or anti-recidivism, they don't necessarily know what it is. It's like a first-time thing. Now, let me ask you, Mike, are you familiar with the term recidivism?
I am not. That's actually the first time I'm hearing about it, and it's funny that you said that. I was like, oh, this is yeah. I have no idea what that is.
And I'm glad. And I don't like to. I'm not trying to put you on the spot. I just try to prove a point. You're a pretty smart guy. You seem like you're a decent human. You're doing good things. And it's like, well, why would you not have known about this up until this point in your life? It is by design that certain things are less talked about. It is by design by the government, by the powers that be, that certain things are not quite out there as much as they should be until humans like us get together and talk about them.
Yeah.
Okay. And so the recidivism thing is the cycle in which people go to jail and go back to jail. And anti-recidivism is to help break that cycle. So if we know a bunch of youth, if we know a bunch of young people and they get incarcerated, it's not because they're just scumbags and bad people. A little 12, 13, 15, 17-year-old kid, he's not just a dirtbag. His point of reference has been off.
Yeah.
His point of reference of what is a good guy, of what is a decent human, of what is a contributory person in my community, that's been way off because he's had some thug or some person who's just doing less than good things in his neighborhood as the point of reference, as the example.
Yeah.
And when this person comes out of jail, guess what? They get to go back and see that same person who they look up to, who they think is credible, who they have loyalty to, who has shown them some love and shown them some attention as the point of reference again. So of course they're going to keep getting locked back up and going back to jail.
Yeah.
And then now the police have a problem. It's a reputation management problem. It's not that they're good cops or bad cops. They have a reputation problem. Just like any other business or company or brand, the cops as a brand have a bad brand.
Yeah. Yeah.
They have a reputation management problem. They're like, when somebody thinks of cops, you don't think of like, oh yeah, hella cool, bro, cops. Those guys are awesome, man.
Agree. No, I totally get that.
They have a problem. So now there's Mike and George who are talking about this, who get to bring this up as a serious conversation. we get to introduce this as a conversation now. It's like, oh wow, we just introduced this to 4 more people or 10 more people, however many people listen to this. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, anti-recidivism is a thing. We are now talking about it. Well, how do we fix it? And I'm telling you, the way we fix it is my messaging with the anti-recidivism movement. I've created a thing called the anti-recidivism movement, where we have pamphlets, we have information, we have T-shirts, we have hats, we have all this stuff, where the chaplains, through the chaplains department of police stations, the cops pull up on a group of kids on the west side of Fresno or wherever it is, and they're like, hey, how you doing? And instead of joshing them and messing with them, they're like, hey, here's a little pamphlet. It says anti-recidivism on there. I know you don't know this word, but learn about it. And there's a cycle. When people go to jail, you can break that cycle by doing positive things like creativity, like starting a podcast, like doing music or film or whatever. You don't have to go tag up the side of the building. You could create art and create an NFT and sell it and earn money.
Yeah.
The reason people break the law is because they're financially illiterate usually. It's because they don't have a means to financial literacy. They don't understand the financial concepts. If they had money, they would stop breaking the law.
Yeah. Why is it like I'm just curious and I love what you're saying. What about anti-recidivism? Sorry if I can't pronounce it right.
Yeah. Okay.
What about this why is it like so important to you? What's how did it affect your life?
Dude, there's kids going to jail. There's people who are the fact that we have juvenile halls sucks.
Yeah.
The fact that we have juvenile halls, there's 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds, 12-year-olds caged up like little animals in a cage. A 10-year-old, bro, they don't know what's up. A 12-year-old, a 15-year-old, they don't know what's up. They're little kids. They don't know anything. And when their points of reference are due to the government's drug induction into these urban neighborhoods, and then no programming, we see billboards of alcohol. We see billboards of alcohol on every corner over there on the west side and south side of Fresno, but not on the north side.
Yeah. I know what you mean, yeah.
You've never even seen a billboard that says anti-recidivism. You've never seen a billboard that says recidivism. You've never seen an educational billboard. Have you seen any billboard in Fresno that just says the word greatness? Or
to be fair, I've only been to Fresno once, so I don't see that many billboards from Fresno. But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Any city USA.
No, you're right. Yeah.
Alcohol. They put up alcohol everywhere.
Yeah.
Alcohol. Right next to schools. Oh, well, it's past the 200-foot mark. Oh, cool, bro. Good job. But we don't put up anything about inspiring greatness. We don't put up anything about helping these kids stay out of jail. Now, here's what really gets me going. When I'm in these juvenile halls, because I physically go there and do these programs, and I ask the people who are working at the jail, at this youth incarceration facility, whatever tricky name that they give them these days, and I say, hey, excuse me, ma'am, hello, do you know what is anti-recidivism? Do you know what is recidivism? They say no. They've answered no on most occasions. So these people are willing to earn a paycheck off of keeping children in cages, but they do not know the first thing about helping these children stay out of there. That's an embarrassment.
Yeah.
That's an embarrassment.
Well, George,
this is a deep rooted issue, and so we're not just making movies. We're making movies. We're using entertainment. We're using that music side of things to get to the right people who we need to get to. So if I have anything to vent about, it's like, let's do the right thing for the right reasons. It's called integrity.
I love that. That's beautiful. Thank you so much, George. You're a great human being, and I love what you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you, man. We're just trying to build a better world, and thank you for allowing a platform for things like this.
Anytime. This is my second day doing this, so I'm trying to build this platform too. So, well, thanks for calling in.
For me.
I'll talk to you later. All right.
Peace.
That was crazy. It's crazy because it's like there is a cycle. It's just like I remember growing up in inner city San Diego and lower income neighborhoods. There's like a liquor store on every corner. But then now that I live in a very fine neighborhood in Washington state, I don't see any liquor whatsoever. It's just so I see what you're saying. Adam, I appreciate the comments, buddy. How you doing, buddy? How you doing, Adam? Yeah, we're just chilling here. Oh, we got a call.
Call from. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Hello?
Call from.
Hello?
To accept, press 1. To send a voice.
Hello?
Call from.
Hello? Just hang up. Oh well. We're trying. If anyone, if basically what I'm doing here is like I let people, if people want to vent about anything, or if people want to talk or just like, or even want to celebrate a win, please by all means just feel free to give a call, and just, or you can even drop it in chat. I am streaming this on multiple platforms. I'm streaming this both on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Primarily it's on Reddit. So anytime, George, anytime. Yeah, so like I'm just trying to I'm just trying to see if people need help. Like if people, like I know a lot of times people hold on to a lot of heaviness. They have a lot of stuff going on in their life, and like yeah, just whatever I can do to help people out. By all means, please if anybody needs anything, feel free to either call in or just drop it in chat. Granted, I'm in like 4 different platforms. So primarily I'm on Reddit. Turn on the music. Primarily I'm on Reddit, but I'm also broadcasting this to Facebook, YouTube, and anytime, George. Hopefully, thank you for calling in. I truly appreciate it. I'm just here. Like, I mean, if no one needs to vent about anything, that's I'm just offering a resource for people wanting it. It's in its very early stages. I'm trying to figure this out. Also, I have my baby sleeping. So yeah. If anyone needs to call, that's totally fine. So what we're doing. I'm just going back and hopefully, hopefully people are doing well, and I just want I'm just here. I'm just here providing like an opportunity for people to let go of like what's back or wearing them down, or even if you want to celebrate a win or success, you can share that with us too. That was really cool of George to come through and talk about military veteran. You don't have to be a veteran to be a part, military veteran to be a part of it. But like, I know as a veteran from the military, trying to break into the entertainment industry, for me personally, these resources that were offered to veterans have been tremendous in my development. Forever grateful for all the opportunities given to me, like, through screenwriting and all. I highly recommend. George is a good person. Yeah, he's a good dude. And also too, like every Friday morning, 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, they do a group chat on Clubhouse. And yeah, people still use Clubhouse. Remember, it was like the next big thing, but like yeah, people use Clubhouse to communicate. So pretty cool. I'm just going back and forth, making sure. Anything in chat. Baby girl's waking up. I'm just here if people need. Yeah, just chilling. So yeah, what are people up to today? Even if you don't have anything to say, like just hanging out is pretty cool too. I appreciate you, you all just hanging out. So if anyone feels like they want to call in, by all means, please, do it up. Do it up. But I can't get this on Instagram. That'd be kind of cool to broadcast this to Instagram. What's going on? So today, what do I got going on? Honest, just hanging out. Hey, Redbeard. Hey, Beautiful Redbeard. Super happy for you. And also, I just realized at the end of last night's stream, you were the one that donated to me, so I truly appreciate it, Redbeard. You're a good dude. You're a good human being. I'm glad you got a negative result after your exposure. Like, COVID sucks. I had a few buddies, friends who've got it, and yeah, it's not that I've yet to catch it. Knock on wood, trying to catch it. How's you doing? No, dude, don't even trip. Dude, I just appreciate the fact that you donated anything at all. That was super cool of you. I appreciate that. Yeah, like I'm actually just so you know, Redbeard, like I'm really trying to like figure this whole talk show thing out, or like this call-in thing. I'm actually broadcasting. I decided to broadcast this to both to not only just Reddit, but I'm also simultaneously casting it to YouTube, Instagram, and my Facebook page. So just trying to put out good vibes and see what happens. You know, we'll see what happens. And we shall see. Even though primarily I'm active, I'm using this active on Reddit. Any plans for today or this weekend, Redbeard? And again, thanks for coming by. No, nothing wrong with branch out, test the waters and swim. Agreed. Agree 1,000%. This is all experimental. Like I'm just trying to figure out like. I'm just trying to figure this out, like, because I do believe in what I'm doing. I do believe, you know, from like the last, like, I do feel that it's helping people, and I know it's coming from a good, positive place. So I'm just trying to figure this whole, like, how to make it more effective. So with that being said, if you're just tuning in, my name is Mike. I'm basically, what I do here is like I let people call in. This is like the second day where I'm actually having people call in. Normally I just have people vent through chat, but after a few suggestions, people are like, hey, like, allow people to call in. And so I'm basically just giving people the opportunity to call in to vent about whatever that's bothering them, or there's something hurting them, or if there's something like that's weighing heavy on on themselves. Please, by all means, feel free to talk. If you want to talk about it to a stranger, give me a call or drop it in chat. I'm just here to help people. Even if you don't have anything to vent about, maybe you're celebrating a recent win and you want to share that good news with people to let people know that there are positive things out there. By all means, call in. By all means. As far as me, I'm just watching my baby girl. Just watching my baby girl right now. She's sleeping in my arms. We'll see how long she sleeps, but like right now she's doing really well. Yeah. I really enjoy doing this. I feel like this is good. Like, out of all the stuff that I've done, like creatively, I think this is like, for me, like it just feels right. It just feels natural. I don't know. Like I just want to like make sure. Like, I just want to promote positivity, not to be like not like, hey, like, look on the bright side type of things. I can get how overwhelming that can be, but I just want to be like a legit place for people to vent, chill, to know that there's good in the world. Hey, thank you, Redbeard. Thank you so much for the wholesome. I truly appreciate it. Thank you for the. I'm just making sure I'm cycling through Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. This is cool, man. Like, I truly. This is just experimental. Like, we'll see how it goes. Last night, Redbeard, after you left, because I streamed again after everything, and like I ended up getting like 4,500 viewers watching. Like, I got like a bunch of calls. It was pretty crazy. It was kind of crazy to keep up and everything. Yeah, like it was pretty cool. Like it was actually pretty legit. Like and like it felt like I don't know, it just felt right that like I was able to help some people. Not to toot my own horn or whatever, not the self like brag about it. It's just like to know that like my intentions like were to help people with this, and then like to know that like it's actually working. It's okay. I'm on the right track. Yeah. I'm just here, like, and yeah, like, and obviously, like, I'll more likely stream like 2 more times today. I really enjoy doing this, and granted, because there's only like a 3-hour limit, from Reddit, so help comes in so many forms too. Listening, giving someone a stage, like, exactly, and that's the thing too. It's like, I also want to like. Because I know there's a lot of people out there that like don't share similar beliefs with me as far as like religious and like spirituality, like political and all that stuff. And I don't want it to seem like I want to give everyone a chance to like speak their mind, as long as it's in a respectful manner. Like it's just because I think it'd be hypocritical if I only like let like one group of people like say what they're, and if I don't believe with what they're like saying. I just think it'd be hypocritical, so I just want to give everyone an opportunity to say what they gotta say. Hey, we got a call.
Call from.
Mega big titties.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Yo, what's going on? How you doing?
Yo, man, what's up? I've been watching your live stream right now for a couple 5 minutes. I just wanted to call you, man. Do you have any tips on how to get over or stop procrastinating?
Like just so you're asking like any tips on getting over procrastination?
Yeah.
What do you let me ask you this. What like are the things that you're procrastinating on, are they like important deadlines? Are they important tasks and everything?
I mean, like homeworks and school stuff.
Do you even like let me ask you this too. Like do you even care about your homework, or are you even like excited or like motivated for your school?
Yeah, of course, I'm excited, everything. You know, I'm just trying to find motivation. How do I do that? Do you have any tips?
To answer your question, I don't really have like any tips. I will say this, like I know like you're asking for advice and everything. I don't really have any tips because for me, like the procrastination is part of my creativity. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah, I see.
Like it's just like because like it's like without that deadline, I think I can like just forever like work on something. So for me, like the fact that I have deadlines makes me forces me to be like to finish stuff. And as far as with procrastination, like I know like for some people it's like motivation, and it doesn't seem like it's a motivation issue for you. I just think like if you can like find ways to like attack it, like maybe like not necessarily do everything all at once at the end, but like slowly chip away at the like the homework assignment throughout the week, like it could alleviate stress.
Damn, all right. Well, thanks a whole lot, man. Hey, you have a good time on your live stream. I'm gonna do my stuff. All right.
Thank you so much. I think your name was Mega Big Titties, so I appreciate your call, man. You have a wonderful day. And if there's anything else you need help with, or if you want to talk about anything else, just feel free to call back.
Hey, man. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.
You too. Take care. Bye. Oh, that was pretty cool. That was cool. Procrastination is tough. Like because I struggle with that too. Like, but like for me, it's like I guess one of my biggest like inspirations are like South Park, Matt Stone, and Trey Parker. They obviously they only have 6 days to make an entire episode of South Park, and it's just the fact that like that they have the deadlines, it forces them to be creative. So like I usually like I love the procrastination, but like because I guess some people think it's a hindrance, but like, for some people it's like they get overwhelmed at the end. So maybe like chipping away at certain things throughout the week, like it could help alleviate that stress. I like his name too, Big Titty, Big Mega Titties. That's fun. I struggle with ADHD, procrastination. No, that sucks. I'm sorry. Like, you know, it's heavy to deal with like all that stuff. On top, like dealing with procrastination while having ADHD and depression, because it just like whatever like that weight is, it's amplified like on top of all that. Hey, what's going on, Lord Fred? Yo, what's up? I'm making titties. Nice. Hey, I'm glad it helped out. Like, hopefully it helped you out. It sounds like it did. Like, yeah, like if you're able to just chip away at, like, you know what it is for me? It's like sometimes, like, 'cause I do screenwriting, and I get like I freeze up sometimes knowing if I have to have a script done by a certain date or a project done by a certain date. So like it feels entirely overwhelming, and sometimes that can hinder me from even attempting to make that step forward. So the way I look at these major projects where a huge task, I just, you know, I just break it down like one step at a time. Anytime, Lord. Anytime, Lord. I appreciate you. Like, appreciate you and your titties. So, but yeah. I'm just here. Like, not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna troll me for a minute when it's like mega titties. I'm just like, okay, let's see where this goes. But you were very sincere. You're very genuine, and I appreciate you. With homework, writing down with what needed to be done, and breaking down steps can help. True. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. This is crazy. Like, you know, it's funny. This is the first time I'm doing something like, and I can see like why like having a producer to help like manage the phone lines and all that stuff can be really helpful, because obviously I'm balancing like trying to navigate through chat and just like control the music, control like see like the calls and everything. Hopefully hey kitty, what's going on? How you doing? Thank you for the thank you for the I don't know, I don't know what notification came up, but I appreciate, I think it was a host or a raid, so I appreciate you, kitty. Host, that's what it was. Okay, thank you. Just so you know, kitty, I am currently the main place that I'm communicating with people is on Reddit. However, I know that I'm streaming both on YouTube, Twitch, and my Facebook page. So I just want you to know if I miss a chat or something, that's why. How you doing, kitty? Basically what I'm doing is I'm allowing people to call in to vent about whatever they want to vent about. Like I just try to give people an opportunity to hopefully like release be less stressed out. But I always found that it's I mean, you know, it's crazy. The most like simple things sound like the most like stupid. But like, yeah, it's also the most true. Hey, boo, it's Matt. I'm driving, so I can't chat directly, but love hearing your voice. Thank you, Matt. I truly appreciate it. Hopefully, you drive safely, and hopefully, yeah, hopefully you have a safe trip. I'm good. I saw you was on, and I was always missing you on Reddit. How are you? I'm doing well, Leah. I'm doing really well. Baby right is right here with me, and everything is good. Everything is really good. I really can't complain. Yeah. How are you and your family? And how's the writing coming along? It's like with depression, you don't want to do anything, but one of the best ways to combat depression is doing things you enjoy. Exactly. Even talking about it is a good way to alleviate that stress. It is a mind fuck. Yeah, It seems counterproductive too. I don't know. One thing that always helped me with my depression was just like one thing that got me through my dark phase where I was at many years ago was like hearing other people's story. I say this all the time, but knowing that I wasn't alone in how I felt saved my life. So that's why I do this. I want to let people know, like, if they're struggling with anything, that they're not alone. People are. Books coming on nicely, just taking longer on summer holidays, but it's more challenging. The illustrations are okay. I'm also working on another thing, getting my tortoise affiliated on. Nice, that's beautiful. That's awesome. Leah, have you also thought about maybe broadcasting? Well, actually, I know if you're trying to make it affiliated, you're trying to like build up his. You can also do the same thing for Reddit, like streaming on streaming like on the animals subreddit, or there's a section for like animals on stream or animals on Reddit, and you can stream your tortoise there. I think people would want. But if you're trying to affiliate, yeah, I guess trying to build up that platform, that makes sense. Let's see. Celerity05, you're amazing for doing this, dude. Thank you for those kind words. I truly appreciate that, Celerity. I just don't know. I just feel like it could help people, and I think at the end of the day, if that's all that matters. Also, Redbeard, I love your avatar, by the way. I think it's really cool. Ooh, yeah. How you doing, Celerity? If you want to talk about anything, if you want to vent about anything, if you want to celebrate a win, like by all means, feel free to call or even just drop it in chat. Either way, I'm happy. I'm happy for you. Anytime, Redbeard. I will be wanting to hire you for voiceover work for a channel trailer for him if I can record him looking at the camera long enough. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll do it. I'll do it up, Leah. I'll do it up. Yeah, so just if you're just tuning in, so basically like what I'm doing here, primarily I'm streaming on Reddit. Like that's the main platform I'm streaming to. However, I am simulcasting the stream to both Twitch and Facebook and YouTube. Like just trying to spread this as much as possible. See, and this is my first time doing that. Like, so just to see where it goes, just to see how things are. How's Leah? How's your streams coming along? I'm basically I'm trying to talk to 4 different audiences across 4 different platforms. So bear with me. I haven't streamed much, but going well, thank you. Oh, okay, not. Yeah, I've been focusing more on Reddit. Like, I don't know. I just feel there's more engagement on Reddit, and it just feels more natural. Ooh, baby girl, adult awake. Yeah, so basically, if you're just tuning in, like if anyone wants to vent about anything, if anyone feels comfortable sharing with if anything's bothering them in the world, by all means, please feel free to call in or drop it in chat, or even if you just want to say hi and just want to show love. Hey, Isopod, no, you're not late. You're not. How dare you be 45 minutes late to the stream? How dare you be late to the stream where I just randomly decided to pop up at the last minute? How dare you, Isopod? Hope you're doing well, Iso. I can do more stuff once school starts up. Okay. How's your lovely lady and beautiful daughter? Beautiful daughter is amazing. I love her to death. She's wonderful. My fiance, she's doing well. She's a little stressed out right now with other stuff, but other than that, everything is good. Like there are no complaints whatsoever. We're all happy, and I'm just trying to like navigate this new world as a new father, just trying to figure it out, what it all really means. Apart from insomnia, yeah, you're fine. Okay, sorry that you're dealing with the insomnia. Like, do you get medication for that, or is it just like what does it mean to be an insomniac? Like, you just can't fall asleep even if you're tired? I hear you miss the Navy. I'm planning to get back in. Oh, I miss the Navy so much, Matt. I miss it so much. No, like I miss the people. You know, it's crazy. I'll have dreams from. I'll have dreams about the Navy, like still being in. I remember there's one dream I had where like I was in and I was about to fail away in. I was like, oh, this feels really realistic. Then I woke up and I was like, oh, I don't miss that at all. But like. I even though like the way my naval career ended, I wasn't too happy with at my last command. I will say a lot of the opportunities I've gotten from the entertainment industry through fellowships have been because of the Navy. Been because of the fact that I'm a veteran, so I'm very grateful for that. Hey, thank you for the helpfuls. Dio, what's going on? How you doing? Nice. It's but like the thing is, it's like it was very effective. Like being in the Navy was pretty was fulfilling. Like it was a good part of my life. It was a very important part of my life. But it's still like I'm just very fortunate. Let's see. I'm just trying to navigate like 4 different chat rooms. What's everyone's favorite color? Mine is red and black. I wanted to identify as pan, but I'm worried that my family won't accept me. It's cliche, but it's true. No, like, you know what it is? I've thought about this. I thought about this a lot, ISO. Like, it's hard to. It takes a lot of courage to be who you truly are in this world. And like, not to make it about me, but I thought about like the privileges that I have. And like, I don't know. It's just, I've never really been like challenged to like, for who I am as an individual. So like, it takes a lot of like pressure to like, to truly come out and be your true self because of how like it may be viewed. Like, based on like, because it may not be the norm of the world. It may go against your family's beliefs and everything. So just know that like it sucks that like it's a possibility that your family won't accept you. It's a very unfortunate, but like I like the fact that like you're working towards being truly who you are to the world takes a lot of courage, and I'm with you on your journey. I'm doing well, Dio. I'm doing real. People, that's the thing is, like, people should accept who you are, but like that in reality, like I don't know. It is what it is. No, don't apologize, Isa. You're doing it. How dare you? How dare you have horrible typing on your phone? Like I don't mean to be like depressed or like I don't mean to sound like I don't mean to like because you know there's a lot of crap going on in the world, so a lot of negativity, like, you know, especially with what's going on in Afghanistan right now with the Taliban taking over the country. But like yesterday, like before I went to bed, like I saw a video of like of this guy handing over their like infant child to U.S. soldiers in the hopes to providing a better life for their kid. That like I'm getting emotional just thinking about that. You know, if I had to like be, if I had, if like just the idea, you know, now that I'm a father, now that I have my beautiful baby girl with me right now, the idea of like having to give up my child to save their life, like for a better opportunity, that takes a lot of courage. And it's just like you know, I've never like, so I'm just like very like I've never been put in that position where like where I'm challenged like that, and like it takes a lot of courage to fight through that. So I don't know, like I don't know why I brought it up, but like, it was just very impactful for me. Where I was in the U.S. Navy. I was in the Navy for 7 years. Did my time. Oh, the mother was on the other side? Okay, thank you so much. Oh my God, I thank you for saying that. So about that infant, the mother was on the other side. They were reunited. That's thank God. Thank God. I was part of a squadron that we deployed onto a ship. So I was on a squadron based out of Whidbey Island, Washington. Then we deployed out of a ship out of San Diego. Did 2 deployments to the Arabian Gulf. God, that makes me feel better, because like I only saw that one side of the story, and I can only imagine like how. Thank you for saying that, Matt. I appreciate that. You have any questions about the Navy? You know, it's funny. Like a lot, like, the last 2 days, the last 2 streams, the military was brought up, and like I have to preface the fact that I'm like, nope, I'm not a recruiter at all. They each their own, but I will say that like, as shitty as some of the shitty experiences I had in the military, I'm very grateful for that I was able to, like, for all the like things that I have post military. Like if it wasn't for going through the Navy, I wouldn't have these opportunities. Matt, yeah, I'm streaming both on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Streaming to multiple platforms. I'm just trying to see like how this goes, and we'll see what happens. Too bad I can't like get the. It'd be kind of cool to consult. Like if I can get all the chats to consolidate into one platform, that'd be good. I'm just clicking through the thing. Like Mike made the Navy friend. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Matt. Much love. Much love. That's very kind of you. Have you heard of the people that cleaned onto the side of the evac aircraft and fallen? I did, and I saw the videos, and like it broke my heart. Like, and it's crazy, like to feel that, like that your life, like that's how, like it's crazy to know that's what like you felt that you needed to do that in order to be safe. You risked your life to flee that country. It's a shame. Oh man, it is. But hey, baby girl. All we can do is just try to. There's so much negativity in the world. There's so much shit going on in the world. The only thing we can do is like control, like do our best to not contribute to that divide and negative. I'm not perfect. I know, like I have my flaws, but I honestly strive to do good. I honestly try to do good. I got a pug. I would name it Pudge. my dog is Pudgy. Do you have any pets, by the way, Isa? Matt, where are you headed to right now? You said you're driving. Hey, someone's calling. 858.
Call from.
Richard Provencio.
To accept, press 1.
Hey, Richard, how you doing, buddy? I was like, I say the 858 number. I'm just like, oh, hey, it might be someone I know.
Hell yeah. I was just watching Facebook, man. I was listening to your live. I was really enjoying it.
Appreciate it. I'm happy for you. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well, man. Yeah, I wanted to come share some positive news. I
love
heard
it.
you saying that option. So yeah, like I can't remember the last time when we spoke where I was at with any of my things. But I've had, I don't know, for the last year or so, I've been going through like major life transitions, trying to get out of the accounting world and into photography, and somehow finding my way back in comedy. And like, so it was a weird journey, like with COVID and all that.
Yeah.
But now I'm at a point where I'm finishing some projects, or at least at a point where they're shareable. So today I'm updating my website, like, and I'm going to be launching some projects and things where there's like recent work. So like one of the big projects I'm doing is documenting the open mic scene in San Diego.
Nice.
Yeah. And so I've been sharing the pictures on Instagram and getting.
I've been
like,
seeing them. I've been seeing them.
Yeah,
too.
like, yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, people have been enjoying those, but like the ultimate goal for that essentially is like, I want to make like a big fucking awesome book out of this, and I want people to find it and appreciate it. And like the most appreciative people of that right now is comics. So
that's beautiful.
Yeah, so like I'm trying to find a way to kind of combine my photography and comedy passions, and like this is one of them. And I think that
and you're doing it.
Yeah, man, exactly. That's the thing is like like there's just so many things going on in my life right now where like I'm not quite there where like I could be comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm still like super nervous and getting started. I don't have like the financial income yet, like flooding in where I'm like, oh, cool. Like I don't have to worry about shit right now. I can pay rent.
No, I know
like
what you mean. Yeah.
But,
you don't have the
like,
financial freedom to like fully invest into your own creative passions.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like shit's starting to happen, and it's just like number one starts with like believing in myself.
Yeah.
Like a couple of weeks ago, like I participated in like an art festival down here in San Diego. So like I was selling prints and shit, and like meeting people, getting email lists, and like just showing my photography in like a bigger scale than I normally do, which is like Instagram. And like, man, like I had like 2 SUVs full of like the tent and like the carpeted walling and shit, which was fucking expensive. But like I just remember like driving to the event, like I was getting emotional, like, oh man, like I'm fucking doing this. Like I don't care, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care. Like, I'm full on gambling on myself, and it feels so fucking good.
It's fucking beautiful. It's an amazing feeling. Like when you stop, like, I don't know if you feel this way, but like at least for me, when I left the Navy, like the main reason I left the Navy was because I got tired of working really hard for other people, and I was like, what if I just invested entirely into my creative passions? And and like it's a great feeling, a feeling of freedom, creativity, and like when your passion becomes your career, like it's such a great. Obviously, you're still working towards that financial side of the game, but like this feels a lot more. It sounds like it feels a lot more rewarding than like your accountant job ever did.
Oh, dude, 1000%. And like the thing is, like no matter like this is one of the mantras that I like told myself as I was deciding like I need to get out of fucking accounting and I need to like do something that is like good for my soul. My mantra was like, it doesn't matter like where I'm at any particular time, as long as I'm pushing forward, then you know, eventually like things are going to get better. Things are going to get like, as long as you're advancing towards your goal, you're advancing.
Yeah.
So like, I think I like when early on when we were both doing stand up down here, like I remember that was something that I never really understood, or like it was just a concept that didn't exist to me until like I got caught up in the bullshit, like comparing myself to other people and like measuring what everyone else has got. I would see everyone as a threat, like
Yep.
all
I know that feeling.
yeah, like, you know what I mean, like all that dumb bullshit that like
Doesn't matter. Like, but when you're so young into that world, like you don't know any better. Like you hear it all the time, but it just doesn't make sense to you. Just like, because you feel like it's like why are they getting those things and why aren't I? I'm putting in the same amount of work. Why are they getting ahead?
Totally. But even then, like, it's not always true that I was putting in the same amount of work, and it's not always true that like even if you are putting in as much work as someone else, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have the same talents as someone else.
Exactly. Yep.
So,
so
it's like, so like if I want this just as much as the next person, but I'm not as funny as them, or not as clever as them, or not as like prolific as them, or whatever.
Richard, sorry, give me 1 second. My fiance is knocking on the door. Give me one.
Oh yeah, you got it.
1 second. Second. Yeah, babe. Back, Richard. Let me put my headphones on. I can't hear you yet. Hello?
Yo.
Sorry about that. So like
Oh, all good, man. Yeah, you got a baby in your arms. You kidding?
Yeah, like my fiance came into the, or she was letting me know that she was leaving the apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you were saying like you may not have the talent, like, you know, accepting the fact that
right. Like any sort of like, no matter what it is that you want to do, like, because that's been a big sticking point for me in the last few years, is that like the way that our society works, at least in American society, I don't know where your viewers are watching from and stuff, but like in American society,
they're all watching from Afghanistan.
Okay, so right on. Yeah, I don't even want to go.
I'm joking.
Everyone affected. I totally get it. But like in American society, like our if you get any sort of like direction from like someone like a guidance counselor at all, which is not normally the case, I think in most public schools, like I think it's the guidance counselors are kind of swamped with the troubled kids, if you know what I mean, like. So for the people who are not like already supported with tons of finance and resources, then easily get skipped over, and it just becomes the school is pushing you through. It's like a full-on like system, kind of like what your friend was talking about, like the recidivism cycles, like where people are caught in that. Like our society works in the same way. Like you. Like, think about how many friends, you know, that drive for Uber or work for Amazon and like all these things. Like, once there are options for employment, like our system is basically trying to funnel people into those jobs, regardless of if that's what your desires are as a human being.
Yeah.
Like, if that's what you know what I mean? Like, it's like, what are you good at? Okay, great. Here's a great job for you working for this corporation. Like, that's how our society works. Like, oh, you're good at accounting, or you're good at math. You're like numbers. You should help rich people protect their money and support the inherit. Like, fuck no. Like no.
It doesn't. From my feeling, I feel like the system is designed to like just plug people into the cog wheels of society. Like I don't think people are
1,000%.
Like I don't think people are taught to like look at things like like from a larger scale, like, or to be creative thinkers, or to like be like I don't think they teach entrepreneurship. Like I think
Definitely not.
I think people are taught to or like it's like, oh yeah, you work a 9 to 5 40-hour week job for X amount of years to provide for your family, because that's the American dream. And like this really stood out to me like many years ago when I was living in LA, and there was a I remember like I was driving home from a podcast. I did a podcast with a buddy of mine, Maserati, and he as I'm driving home, I drive past this. I don't know if it was like an elementary school or middle school or something like that. I drive past this school, and there's a bunch of people striking out in front. And so like and at this point too, I'm also like in my very depressed like state of mind. So I don't know why I did this, but I was just like, you know what? I'm curious like as to why teachers are striking like outside of school. You know what I mean? I was just like, okay, I pulled over and like I started asking questions, and like some of the teachers were kind of like weary of me because they're like, who is this person? Like you know what I mean? Like, but I genuinely didn't know. And then the one teacher actually just started talking to me about the whole thing, and basically what ended up happening was, from what I remember, but the gist of it is that there's a superintendent was basically like running for there's a superintendent was like, or the school district, whatever, the person in charge of the school district was getting lobbied by grocery stores, workers. The people in charge of like the grocery stores, the owners of the grocery stores, were lobbying for this superintendent to remain in charge. Whereas and this person, this superintendent in particular, didn't like really have the teachers and faculties back. Like they didn't have their interest in mind, and they were like the people like that were striking were fed up with it, because you know like they're forced to like teach like 30 kids to one teacher. They're basically, you know, like their budgets are getting cut. They're lacking resources, and like they're asked to do more for less. And like when I was told that like these grocery stores are like lobbying for the superintendent, I'm like, why is the grocery stores getting involved in the school system? You know what I mean? Why? And then it just made sense where it's like they're trying to
protect
basically
their workforce.
Exactly. Like so that way they have the employees to fulfill those duties. Like, and it's just and it's just like, damn, that's just some mind control shit. Right? That's just some
big time on a huge scale. And that happens like that's a grocery store, which I mean, obviously we have grocery stores all across the country, and there's some national chains, but like, I mean, you think about how much power someone like Walmart or something has, who does this very same thing on a national scale,
exactly,
worldwide.
And the worst part about it, it's legal. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So like, because it's legal doesn't mean it's right. So like,
dude, totally. Because nothing benefits that's the whole thing. Like automation, like the promise of automation in like the 60s and 50s or whatever was that like, yes, everyone was working 40 hours a week and could afford to live, but like automation was going to make it so, hey, you can work fucking 20 hours a week and the machines will do the rest, and then you can enjoy your fucking life.
Yeah.
And that was like the idea for the American dream, like at least like the progressive side of that idea. And then when companies started doing that, they're like, yeah, but no, let's just keep everyone 40 hours a week, and let's just slowly chip away at their rights and how much we can pay them. And like, we can come up with rhetoric where like people say, you know, oh, that's an entry level job, or that's unskilled labor, like all these things. Like, you go work in a fucking restaurant and work 40 hours and deal with the assholes that are in there, especially now where you got to deal with people who are like freaking out about wearing masks or not wearing masks or whatever the fuck it is. Go deal with difficult people in a restaurant and tell me that's not fucking hard ass work. Like,
exactly.
40 hours of that shit will make you
40 hours of
like
customer service.
Yes.
Like, and then you know what's the worst part about that?
Job.
And the worst part about that is we are all programmed to think lesser of the fast food employees. Like because like it makes like, because it's like, oh, like we think like these customer service jobs are beneath us. And so therefore,
Dude,
like
1000%.
and so like instead of like us being against, like they're kind of like making us fight each other when we should be fighting the system.
Dude, yes, 1000%.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so like to circle back to like my point earlier is that like, you know, it doesn't matter like what your aptitudes are, or like, I mean, to a certain degree, but you can always increase your aptitude. Like you can learn new skills, you can work at shit. Like maybe you're not born with perfect pitch like Jimi Hendrix, but like I fucking promise you, if you play guitar for 10 years straight, like you're gonna be way better at 10 years than you were when you started.
Exactly.
And if you keep going, you could eventually get to a good enough place where you can make money, make a living doing what you love. But like you just gotta fucking work at it.
You gotta
But,
put
like,
the time in. You gotta put the time in, and like it's not gonna happen overnight. You gotta
Yes.
I look at this like with stand-up comedians for like, you know, with Louis. I'm just using Louis C.K. as an example. I like, regardless of how
Right.
you feel about the individual, but like for someone like him, it took him like 15 to 20 years to even like make it. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause same with Bernie Mac. He didn't pop until he was like 50 something years old. Same with Leslie Jones.
Totally.
Like you know, she didn't pop till she was like much older in life, and like in that case, like, you know, it didn't happen overnight. They just kept grinding. They kept moving forward and kept their head down. And like there are times even for me, like where like I sit back and I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, is this all worth it? And now that I have a kid and now that I have a family, like the stakes are even higher. You know what I mean? But like,
Yes,
I
totally.
do believe that if you trust your instinct and you keep developing your skills, and like you keep grinding, I think something will click, something will pop, and then it will pay off.
It has to.
To be fair, to play devil's advocate, to be fair, it's possible that none of this could work out. I think that's.
I don't see that as like a possibility. Like I think like if your goals are like I want to have a Netflix special, yeah, it's possible to completely strike out on that.
Okay, that
But,
makes sense.
like,
Okay,
but
I see what
if
you're saying. So
if
basically,
you
like,
said I want to be a stand-up comedian, like there's fucking ways you can make that work. You might have to be a road dog, and you might have to like have some lifestyle adjustments, but like you can be a stand-up comedian and afford to live. Like we got a lot of friends that are doing that.
Yeah,
they might
exactly.
have relocated to, you know, middle America and stuff so that they can afford, you know, places to live, but they're fucking touring comics and they're just getting better and better.
Exactly.
And eventually they might get that Netflix special because like you just pointed out, it took Louis C.K. and even Bill Burr was successful earlier on in his life, but like he was not a household name
like he is now. Like it took him a long time. Yeah, agree.
Yes.
Agree. I guess what I'm trying to say is what I do believe in is like, yeah, like I guess like hard goals, like something like getting a Netflix special. That's like that may or may not happen. But if you if you shoot for the moon or if you shoot for the stars, you're bound to, you know what I mean? Like you're bound to land up somewhere. And I do believe that if you follow your creative passions and you keep growing as an artist or as a creative type, eventually someone like along that journey will take notice and help you get to the next level.
Right. Yes. And part of it also has to be, you have to be willing to take those steps, right? Like
yes. Oh yeah, 1,000%.
Right. Part of whatever your thing is, because I've been working. For everyone listening, I'm a photographer and comedian, and what I've been doing a lot lately is I've been photographing comics, but I've also been working with musicians. I'm photographing a lot of music. And like one of the guys that I have been meeting with, he's like got this whole marketing plan to release his album that he's been working on for like a number of years. And it's fucking genius. And he's like, and he made the great point. He's like, a lot of artists or musicians or whatever, they're super fucking talented, but they get hung up on I don't want to sell my work, like that's gross, like I don't want to be that guy who's like marketing myself or whatever. It's like, okay, well, that's fucking part of the job.
Yeah.
Like,
and I struggle with that too. If I'm being transparent.
Yeah, and I remember, like, I know exactly what he was talking about because I remember earlier on when I was doing comedy, and I would have those opinions and those feelings, like, oh, dude, like, I don't want to have to like bark or pass out tickets, or like, I don't want to have to do this or whatever. Like, I was just expecting someone like a producer to come out of Hollywood in a limousine and be like, hey, kid I've never seen and not fucking grinding and not like working as hard as you possibly can. How would you like to have a Comedy Central special? Like,
Oh, I'd love it. Yeah,
I mean?
That's exactly how it works. That's exactly how it works.
Yeah, that was my fucking mindset. It's like, I don't want to do all these gross things, like sell myself or like promote my shows or like whatever the fuck it was. And it's like, and then I was like talking with this guy, and like I said, I'm just like in a whole different mindset now. I'm like, oh yeah, that's fucking part of it. There's
part of the game. It is called show business.
Yes, and there's creative ways and like fun ways that you can do your own marketing. Like that's what I'm getting ready to do, is like launch my own marketing campaign, and like for my photography, and mostly for my photography. And guess what? Like my role as a comedian, like I'm gonna make some funny ass commercials for myself.
That's
like
dope.
You know what I mean? Like
that's good. No, that's cool.
Yeah, I think that's fucking like a great use of my skills, and like like that's exciting to me, is that like, oh yeah, dude, I can go full force with like some silly ass bus bench ads that like make fun of real estate agents and like just poke fun at the whole advertising scheme in general.
You know, it's so funny that you
probably be successful.
You brought up like the bus ads. I thought about like, honestly, like if I had something to promote, part of me wanted to take out a billboard or like a bus ad or even like sponsor somebody in MMA, like a sponsor, like a lower promotion, and like just to put my face on the mat or whatever. I thought about that. I thought that'd be funny to do.
Dude, that's 100% genius, because like, and if it's funny and ridiculous enough, like it's just like a picture of your face, like making a funny face or something, people will respond to it, you know, like if it's big enough and like weird enough or whatever, people will respond to it.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy that we all know, like, I just saved 15% by switching my insurance to Geico. Or whatever. Like, we know all the fucking insurance companies things, and insurance is probably one of the grossest, like, industries. No offense if any of your listeners are in insurance people.
That's actually my niche. That's my target audience, are insurance people. So you just pissed off my entire argument.
Yeah, hopefully it's medical insurance, because that is where the heart is, they say. But yeah, man, like I just think like I wanted to share some positivity and say like I am in the, like, I've completely reframed my way of thinking into, whereas like now, like even though I'm still in the struggle, and in many ways, like especially with comedy, like I'm starting back over. Like I took like a 5-year investment into comedy and like just shook the Etch-a-Sketch, and like I'm starting at the bottom rungs again.
Yeah.
But
you're working through, like overall, like you're still like I will say this, it's not like you completely, you're starting from scratch. You still have like a X amount of years before that to build from. You know what I mean? So like because I'm feeling the same way. Like I'm actually trying to start over. That's why I actually like part of me is not doing stand up right now, so that way I can kind of further divide myself, so that way when I come back, I can come back with a fresh set of mind and just start completely fresh.
Well, that's it. Like, to me, like, I found, like, okay, like, if I have to start over, like, what's a way that would be worth doing it? And I was like, oh, I'll do a photography project about it. And then it was like, boom, okay, perfect. And then I also, like, the reframe is that, like, you know, you listen to, like, Pete Holmes or any of these guys' podcasts, and, like, they're always super nostalgic about, like, oh, when we were in Chicago, and it was me and Kumail.
The open mic days.
And TJ Miller. Yes, everyone romanticizes about the open mic days, and I'm like, okay, yes, I totally get that. Those are some of my best friends, you know, and then I thought, like, that is like living the dream. So that's me reframing. It's like, I'm pursuing this, like I am actively living my dream. So what the fuck am I, like, I have zero to complain about.
Exactly.
And that has been huge.
That's it. That's how I looked at it. I remember hearing like stories. I remember Russell Hicks like stopping by at an open mic, and like and he was on stage, and he was just like, "Oh, this is the good times of, you guys are in the good times, and you don't even know." And then like I remember like hearing, like I remember just being miserable, like starting out. I'm just like, what the, talking about? Open mics suck. This is horrible. Like this is like the worst. And then but then when you think about it, he's speaking the truth because like you're not dealing with the politics of like dealing with bookers. You're not dealing with the politics of what you can and can't say on stage, sort of thing. So like when you're in that open mic, when you and I will always be an open micer. Like I personally don't like it when like headliners are like, oh, they're like, like I get it, enjoy the title, enjoy the success that you worked your way up to become a headliner, but I will never like feel that I'm above open mics. I guess that's what I should say. Like I don't think I'm ever above open mics. I think open mics can always be beneficial regardless of where you're at. Yeah, like I know exactly what you mean. I'm super happy for you, dude. Like, I'm super happy for you, like in your success with your photography, and you're combining your passions and forging your own path. And that's what's beautiful. That's a lot of times I don't like, and that's why I get frustrated with other comedians. I don't see people doing that. I see a lot of circle jerking going on. Like I see it like to each their own. Like maybe like they're
circle jerks are nice, dude.
They feel good. They feel good. But
no,
like
totally.
But like it's just like I just see like it's like what can you do to like because I think everyone like especially in comedy everyone like thinks that there's like a specific path and there isn't a specific path. Like that's what I learned. Right. It's like you forge your own path. The people that succeed they create their own opportunity.
You fucking have to. But yeah, man, I just wanted to throw that out there. So for anyone who's like considering like doing something or like going out of your comfort zone, like what is the alternative? Like you can invest like the next 10 or 20 years in like trying to pursue a passion career or something, or you can invest the next 20 years of working at a job that you probably don't fucking like because 70% of this country does not like their jobs.
Yep.
And you can try and drown away the sorrows on weekends, which are going to get shorter and shorter because we're trying to crank up the overtime and all this bullshit. And you're going to have to because it's getting fucking more and more expensive to live.
And you know, it's the worst feeling. It's the worst feeling getting let go from a job you hate because you played it safe.
Well, yes and no, because when I got fired from my last accounting job, it was the happiest fucking
Oh, no, that's fair. Okay,
life.
that makes sense. No, I guess what I'm trying to say is it's kind of what Jim Carrey said, that like his dad like played it safe and like took the banking job instead of pursuing a career, and they still let him go. So it's like you could fail at something you hate, so you might as well do what you.
Yes. And then another person that cited that, the same musician who was telling me like most artists are not willing to market themselves or to do the next level stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's true.
Everyone who's on the same page and like is pushing forward to like becoming successful and like actualizing on some things, like you just got to get these shits in your mindset and like reframe a little bit and just fucking go for it, because like the alternative is not great. If you're unsatisfied. To my friend that's procrastinating, I think that was a great advice to like make it into small things, but like also like make it into small bits that are manageable and just chip away at it. But also, like, I think you were kind of alluding to this during the call. Like, if you're procrastinating heavily on something, do some deep soul searching as to like, why wouldn't I want to do this? Is it like, what is it? Is it a fear of failure? Is it a fear of,
that's a good point.
It's usually something like, is it, I'm not interested in this. Like I'm working at becoming an engineer because my family's engineers and I don't want to do that. I want to be a Broadway star or whatever the fuck it is. You know what I mean? Like, like I have a cousin that wants to work with snakes. I was like, dude, like herpetologist or whatever, like work at a zoo or some shit. I was like, there are herpetologists in this world. Like you can study and do whatever the fuck you want. There's a place for you. And sometimes you got to make that place, but like, it's better to do that shit than to just like live life with regrets or like
exactly
hope someone's gonna give you a fucking mansion. You know what I mean? That's yeah. Nice. But hell yeah, man. I think this is a great thing you're doing here. I really appreciate it. I've enjoyed listening to it. Thanks for letting me.
Much love, Richard. Thanks for calling in. And I truly appreciate you. I appreciate you as a human being. You're a positive force. You're one of the good dudes.
Oh man, you too, man. Same man. Likewise.
All right, you take it easy. You have a
All right,
wonderful.
my brother.
Take care.
You too, man. And much love to you, the baby, and your girl, man.
Appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
Take care.
All right, be easy, Mike.
Whew. Man, that was a good call. That was a good. Richard Provencio's really appreciate it. Go back to chat. Redbeard took off. You have a fish, but once I move out, you'll get a dog. Nice. Raise the dead. Keep moving forward. Exactly. You just gotta keep on trucking. As hard as it gets. Let's see. I was driving home, but now I'm about to drive to Virginia to drop off my girl. I have auditions for my busy. I had to break from this. Okay. Damn. Okay. Nice. Hey. Hey, Matt. How's it going? If you're just tuning in, like Matt Murray, man, like on Twitch, like it's you, buddy. You were one of like my favorite viewers because like you're the one that pushed me to get away from like Mario Maker and like got me into Dark Souls. I truly appreciate you as a person. I kind of like this idea of letting people call me. Kind of interested to hear all these random people's thoughts. Oh wait, I just saw the baby. That's awesome. Oh fuck, she's so cute. It's a she. Hey, Captain. Been a while. I'm doing well, Captain. Nearly 19. I already feel like I should be doing more with my life. It's crazy how society convinces you to do the impossible. Yeah. To be honest, you have more chance of getting a program on Amazon. As I've seen people who've done their own series on YouTube. Amazon has taken them on. Like this big guy who does once. That's beautiful. Well, I'm from the Netherlands, so yeah, I got no insurance. That's awesome. Matt, are you still there? Like I was in the middle of that call, and that's the thing. If you want to call in too, by all means, call in. Like anyone can call in. If anyone wants to chat about anything, if they need anything, they have any stresses in life and they want to talk about it, by all means, please feel free to vent. I'm here for you. I appreciate you too. You give me a good perspective of how the real adult looks like. Hopefully it doesn't scare you, Matt. Hopefully it doesn't scare you. Cool, perfect. Yeah, you're 19. You're still young. You still got your entire life ahead of you. I didn't feel like I turned like I don't think I became an adult until I turned 28. I tell people that all the time. I don't feel like I matured as a human being until I turned 28. Ooh. What's up, baby girl? This has been a fun stream so far. If anyone wants to call in, or if anyone wants to vent on chat, by all means, please feel free to call. No pressures. Hey, Nick. Oh my God, that dude. Those were. You know what, Nick? You know what I do remember? I remember us watching The Room and having drinking games because of The Room. I remember that. How you doing, Nick? How's your family? I think you have your second kid. How's life post Navy? It's been a minute. I mean, shit, like, a bit too late for me to call in and too insecure about my English. No worries, Matt. I appreciate it. You don't have to. Like, it'd be messed up if I was like, no, you have to call. You have to call right now. Don't worry. Don't be insecure. It's who you are, man. All your perfect imperfections are what make you who you are. Call right now. You met Tommy Wiseau? Nice. How was that like? What was that like? And if you're just tuning in, because I'm primarily streaming on Reddit, but like I also am simulcasting this on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, and so I'm bouncing back between all the different platforms. And so basically, like, I'm just I'm here. If you're going through some stuff, if you need someone to talk to, by all means, feel free to give me a call. We're here to talk. It doesn't even have to, like, even if like, it doesn't even have to be negative. Like, you can like call in to like, you know, like be proud of like a recent win in your life. So like you know, that's what I like to do as well. Even though I do like to help people heal, I also like to remind people to smell the roses along the way and to celebrate their wins. Because like in this journey, life is all about ups and downs, and like not a lot of people focus on the wins. That's why you were so confused. Okay, I forgive you. I forgive you, Matt. Also, it ain't gonna cost me like a shit ton of money if I call it. I don't know. I don't know. I know it's definitely on Discord. It's not the. If you want, you don't have to call. You can call me on Discord. I think you have my Discord. If you don't have to, you really don't have to. I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. Yeah, sure. We can catch up for a bit. Let me see if I can get more. Nice. Nick, how's the family treating you? How's life? Are you still in DC by chance? I know you were. I remember you were a Nebraska Cornhusker fan. I remember that. I remember like you were very proud of that. I just want to know how's life treating you? Trying my best to like cover. I think she has a bandana. Ooh. Just browsing, making sure. Just making sure I'm not missing chats. We'll be back in a few minutes. Gonna go set up in a quiet place so we can talk for a bit. Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, definitely. Do your thing. And if you're just tuning in, feel free to like if you like want to talk to somebody about anything, by all means, please feel free to call. Or even if you want, because originally the stream started off as like a chat thing. I would just communicate via chat, but like people started suggesting like maybe I take live callers. So if you feel like you want to give me a call, by all means, do it up. Do it up. I'm here for you. If not, no worries. It doesn't even have to be negative. You can also like call in to like celebrate a recent win in life. That's what we're all about. I'm just going through all my, making sure I'm not missing. How's everyone before I even let me introduce myself. My name is Mike. Oh. Headband. What's the matter, baby girl? Aw. I might have to call the stream soon. She's starting to wake up. Baby girl. Morning, sleepyhead. me? Hey, do your thing, Leah. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you. You take care. You have a wonderful day. All right, you have a good evening. Baby girl. What's up? Long nap. Long nap. I don't know how much longer I'll be streaming, honestly. Depending on how, like, if she starts getting fussy, I think I might have to. But, for the most part, she was good. I mean, I have her bottle right here, so we'll see, like, if that. Baby girl. Baby girl. Ooh. Let's see. How's everyone doing? Hopefully people are doing well today. Burp. Ooh. Hey, Jackman, what's going on? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I'm doing well. I'm here. I'm starting to get a little. If I'm being honest, I'm starting to get a little tired. But yeah, no, like things are good. My baby daughter's right here. She's starting to wake up a little bit. Yeah, but other than that, things are good. Any plans for the weekend? She is smiling. Like I said, if there's anything you want to talk about, I'm here. Would you ever be down to collab on your channel? Yeah, whatever you need, Matt. Let me know. Like, let me know what you had in mind. It's a different Matt. Oh, you're starting to wake. Yeah, you're waking up. You are waking up, baby girl. Beautiful. How are you? How's your nap? How's your nap? Augie, how I feel. Did you have anything in mind, Matt? Oh, you're all sitting in my Discord. All right, let's talk. Hey, Matt, your mic is off. There you go.
Yep. Hello.
Hey,
all right.
buddy.
Can you hear me all right, or?
I can hear you perfectly, buddy. How you doing?
I've been good. How long has it been? I genuinely don't know.
It's been a hot minute. I know the last time we talked, you were you just got a new job at a grocery store, I believe, and then you had a girlfriend.
Oh wow, it was that long ago. Okay. Oh wow. Yeah, that's long ago.
It's been a hot minute because I remember you would come to the stream all the time, and then there was just a period where you just dropped off, And I was just like, oh, like I was kind of worried, like not that like I was like, oh, I need more viewers, but I was just worried because I haven't heard from you. And then like I checked in and you're like, oh, I'm doing fine. I'm like, okay, cool. So I was like, I was happy for you.
Yeah. It's I think like maybe like the past year or year and a half, maybe it was like a big part for me in terms of like overall development. That was my like that was my 17, like just turned 18, and then all the stuff that happens after that, and then I think I think I told you I broke up with her. Well, she broke up with me, but
I'm sorry.
that no, it's all right. It's all right. It's a young love thing. It's not
Yeah,
really
of
that
course it
important.
happens.
Not really. Yeah, it's not really important. But first of all, I really want to know, like, how is it raising a kid? That's all I want to know right now.
It is. I'm learning. I don't know. It's
Uh,
pretty like it's definitely stressful. It's like you're because you're constantly in charge of another tiny human being.
yeah,
You constantly like hope that you're doing the right thing by your kid. Uh, yeah. It still feels surreal to me, to be perfectly honest. Like I'm still
yeah.
figuring it out. So it's only been a few months.
It's
So
yeah. They say you can't really prepare, and I don't. Is that right? You can't really prepare, or
what's up?
if you can't prepare like for having a kid,
You
not
can
really,
like
right?
you can't really prepare. Like you can take like as much you can like read up as much information as you possibly can, but when you're in the thick of it, like you're pretty much learning on the fly.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, she looks really cute.
Thank
I'll
you.
say that right now.
Appreciate it.
This is looking like a healthy baby. That's
She's healthy.
good.
Yeah, and that's good. That's all I can ask for is she's healthy.
Yeah. All right. So I guess if I had to share a few things for what's been happening with me for the past year, I still work at the grocery store.
Okay.
Um, and I kind of like met a new group of friends there, which kind of like changed my entire self. They Before all of that, I used to go from like friend group to friend group to friend group, and it was all kind of like toxic. I had all these different groups, but I didn't really feel like I belonged somewhere. I didn't feel like I really had that place. That was nice. This is why I was always also in chat and on Twitch overall. It's basically because I was lonely. I was just,
Yeah.
I was trying to look for some content, and I was kind of alone. I had a lot of friends, but I still felt really lonely because I never really was that close to any group that I got invited a lot. But this group I met on work is just, they're awesome.
That's
They share
good.
the exact same mentality as I do. Yeah, it's awesome.
That's beautiful.
They It really is. It really is. It's I know it's not my best friend. I We hang out a shit ton, and well, we're young, so we're obviously not making the best choices. I
Yeah.
will say I probably smoke a little bit too much weed, which is definitely.
Well,
But I'm young.
you said you're 19, right? You're still figuring it out.
I'm almost 19. I'm gonna be 19 in November, so
Yeah. So yeah, you're fine. Dude.
yeah, I'm fine.
I stopped
I'm
smoking weed when 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. You're fine.
I'm fine. I know. I'm not really worried right now, but
Yeah, it's just
it's
when you start doing
yeah.
heroin, that's when I have a problem.
No, that is a problem. That is definitely a problem.
Yeah.
No, I think have you ever done magic mushrooms before,
I've
or
always
just
wanted to try.
any?
I've always wanted to try shrooms. I never done it, but I've always wanted to.
Well, I mean, I'm not trying to promote drugs to a person who has a child, but let me say it's fucking
Try.
awesome.
Let's go. No, I
It's
believe it.
really
I believe it.
awesome.
Like, and also too,
Yeah.
from I've read some articles that said like it could help out with depression. So like, yeah,
It helps a lot. It's crazy because I had this one experience because of course, in the new friend group that I had, it's the first time that I took it in, and we took it like in a group of like 6 people, and it's crazy. It gets rid of all the walls that you usually keep up in yourself from
yeah,
emotions, like trying to hide yourself. It gets away from all that, and emotions peak to like the highest level that you ever felt. And if you're really with a group that you're close with, that's just nice to be around. Creates this like bond that I've never before have been able to experience in a friend group. It's so awesome, and I think that helped a lot with just coming to terms with my overall emotions and how I felt. It's just it really showed me the type of mentality you can have, like the emotion, like 10%. Because normally I keep all of it inside. I don't
Yeah.
really show it. But
Yeah.
with that, it breaks it all down, and it felt awesome. It felt fucking great. So then after that, I felt like I should talk more about my emotions, and I went to therapy for a while
Nice.
because, yeah, I think therapy is good for everyone.
Agreed.
So
Agreed.
yeah, so I went to therapy for a little while. I had done therapy before, but it never really worked out. I never really got a click with the person I was talking to. Um, and it was great. It helped me a lot with motivation, and I kind of like uh, I came to terms with a problem that I figured out when we're talking in like a therapy session. I figured out what a problem was that I knew I had this problem in my mind, but I could never really figure out what it was that was this problem. And it was basically just uh yeah, it's just reality. It's just for me, I feel like I'm still too much a kid. I don't
Yeah.
like the reality of not being able, seeing all these shows when you're a kid. I always have this like type of like sad feeling when a show ends because for me it's like I put myself in the show and I feel like this fantasy world is so awesome and
And you
this
don't
and
want
that
it
and
to
that and
end.
then it ends. Yeah, and then it ends and then it's reality hits again. Like, oh wow, okay, well that sucks. So I came to term with that and I came to term with just basically, I feel like a bit of course, I'm by far not an adult yet, but a little bit more of a grown-up mentality of just accepting that that is how it is, and I feel like my therapy sessions helped a lot with that.
Beautiful.
Um, yeah, it was really great, and I had this other thing because I was following international business, economy type stuff, all really boring. Um, but I had this like kind of like push from everything that I needed to make as much money as possible.
Hmm.
That's the type of like environment I guess I grew up in. Well, I think like everyone grows up in that environment. We gotta like a lot of money. You gotta study at school. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. But then with therapy, he said like of course you're gonna have to make some money, but just you're young, so try and figure something out. Like have fun right now, see what you like. And I started about 5 months ago. I started learning Japanese, and it has
Oh
been
shit.
the most fun thing I've ever done
Nice.
in my life.
Do you think you'll
It
ever
is
go to
so
Japan?
fucking awesome. Oh, for sure. Oh, for
Nice.
sure. I'm a closeted weep, but yeah, but
Be proud of
yeah, I
who
think it's
you
fucking
are.
awesome.
Come out to your
Oh,
parents.
I am. I am. I'm a weep. No,
Well, no,
it's awesome, man.
it sounds really good, man. Like it sounds like from the last time we talked, like it sounds like you're like you do sound a lot more mature. Like sound happier. You sound like you sound at ease. Like you don't
Oh,
sound
I'm for
you,
sure.
you
Yeah,
don't sound stressed out. Like it's cool that like, and the beauty about this is that like you still have a lifetime to continue to grow as a,
exactly.
like don't feel like you need to stop finding more stuff about yourself right now. Just keep going, dude. Like
Oh yeah, I'm
find your
enjoying it. Yeah,
enlightenment
yeah.
and just focus on your personal growth and just try to be a better human being each and every day, man. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, no, right now, yeah. Right now I'm just having fun. I do have a little bit of anxiety coming up because I'm studying Japanese and I figured out that's what I really like to do. I've always had trouble picking up books and just studying, and I've been going on for almost every day. I've been learning Japanese for the past 5 months, and it's been going really good. So this is really something that I like, and I want to follow it. And we have this college in Leiden. It's a city in the Netherlands. It's a beautiful city, by the way. If you ever come to the Netherlands, Leiden is one of the most beautiful cities we have. Um, and they have this university there, which gives like Japanese culture and language. And
Nice.
but I have one problem is that I was a little shitbag in middle school and I did not do anything. So I graduated second highest level, which is not what you needed to get into that school. You needed the highest level to do it. Um, So what I need to do right now, I'm trying to explain this as easy as possible because it's like completely different from the American schooling system. But basically, I from middle school I did the second highest level possible. I was on the highest level, but I was, like I said, a little shitbag and I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
So I went to like the second high level. I graduated there. And then right now, for me to get into like the Japanese language and culture school, I need to get what we call propenduizen, which is basically getting every single point in a study from the level that I'm at right now. If I get every single point, so basically I pass every class, every test the next year, I'm allowed to go to like the highest level to university basically,
Aw.
which is really stressful because
Yeah,
that means
it's a
I'm
lot of
gonna
pressure.
that means I can't fuck up. So next year I'm gonna do like an English teacher study because I just need to get like a P in something, a propenduizen in something. I need
Yeah.
to get a study. I need to get all the points in that study, and then I can move on. And it needs to connect to the study I want to do. And because English teacher has something to do with language and Japanese is language, I can go forth from that.
Yeah.
But I would not like to be a teacher. I do not have any motivation or anything at all to be a teacher. Actually, I hate children, so I,
So do I. No, I'm joking.
so, yeah. While you're holding it.
Yeah, while I'm holding one. Yeah. No. Okay. So like, you know what it sounds like? It sounds like you know what I like about what you just said. So basically, you like you based on something you did in your past, it's affecting like your chances of getting into this new college. With that being
Yeah.
said, you know exactly what you need to do to get there. And but like the difference between you and like what other people would is that you're not afraid to put in the work. It's stressful because there's a lot at stake, but like at least you know that you're willing to make it work.
Yeah, I've definitely I've learned from the experiences before. I always thought, well, it doesn't really care. Second highest level, I can pretty much do the most things I can do. But then the one thing I wanted to do is only for the highest level possible, which I guess really kind of like gave me a little bit of a perspective of like, well, shit, you actually got to do something. And now that I really have something to go towards. I feel like
Yeah,
I feel more motivated to,
exactly.
pick up the books and study and go for it. I'm still really nervous for next year because I need to get all the points, which is very nerve-wracking. I can't fuck up once. I can't have like I can't really like have a weekend where I smoke too much and then fuck up.
Well, I will say this: don't stress out about it. It is a lot. It is a lot. Like a lot is at stake. But like, focus on the things that you can control.
Oh yeah, by the way, if I don't get all the points next year, then I can like in the second year that I do, I can like retake some from the first year that I did. But the problem is it's gonna take me 2 years, and
Yeah, but as long as if
it's
it's
a
what you
lot of
want to do,
money.
yeah, it's a lot of money.
It's what I want to do, but it's a lot of money because basically need to do an entire new year for maybe like 3 tests that I fucked up, which is a lot of money.
It's a
But
lot of motivation to get it done right the first time.
yeah, exactly. I don't really want to do that. So yeah, that's one thing I want to do, and I guess I always am really annoyed about this because I want to talk to people about my business idea, but I know I can't really talk about a business idea because it's like it's like a bad thing to do if you talk about your business idea because maybe people can steal it and stuff. But
uh, you
I
know,
guess I
you
can.
know, it's up to you if you want to share it. Like, the thing is, it's like people like from my experience, it's like like yeah, like especially with jokes and everything. People like at least like, if people steal jokes from me, like it's one of those things. Like for me, it's like, oh, I'll just write a better joke, especially with business ideas because there's a lot at stake and money's at stake. But it's just one of those things where it's like people still have to put in the work to make that idea happen. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah, for sure.
most people are lazy to that they don't want to. So
That's true. Well, actually, that's where I am rating right now. It's because I feel like I feel like I'm a bit too young to start my business.
you're
I don't want to commit to something right now.
start it, and like if you failed, you just
Nah,
if you
I'm gonna wait
just
till I'm 20.
Well, basically what I'm trying to say is like, if you have an idea and you want to make it work, just give it a shot. And then like, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But at least you have the knowledge of what it took to put a business together and like what it needs to sustain, and you can apply it to the next business idea you have.
Well, actually, I agree completely with this. And but the thing is, right now, I'm just,
Oh, you're
I got the next year coming up,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
want to get at least into that college.
No,
So
I agree. That
I've
makes sense. Yeah,
decided,
no, I
yeah,
totally. Yeah. You're right. You're right.
yeah. So right now,
No, do
because
both.
I'm
Do
like
both at the
18
same
right
time.
now,
I,
do
I,
both and fuck up both. Yeah.
yeah. I force you to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then so I was thinking about, yeah, like waiting till I'm 20 and then probably start up, because this is one thing I'm very fortunate about. I grow up in an environment where I can have a lot of support for something that I want, and I feel like not a lot of people have that, but I'm fortunate enough to have that. My dad started about two or three of his businesses own, and two of them worked out, one didn't. But he can help me a lot with just starting it up, and just
Beautiful.
he said, yeah, he motivated me actually a lot to do it. He said most people, they make two or three businesses before they actually get their hit one.
Yeah.
So just try it out and just go for it, and
Exactly.
I'll help you. And I'll share a little bit of what my business idea is. So basically, it has to do with Japan. Um, a problem in Japan right now is that for
They
like
don't speak
tourists,
English.
they
No, I'm
come.
joking.
Well, actually, that is literally what I'm gonna tell you
Oh,
right
that's
now.
funny. That's funny. That's
Is
funny.
Yeah, yeah, is that if foreigners want to live in Japan and actually get a house there, there's so much issue there. First of all, the thing that they do always do paperwork. They never do like any online things or things like that. It's all paperwork filled in with all these kanji and all these difficult things, and foreigners are just expected to just figure it out or do this, do that, and they have these like support agencies for moving in, but they say like English support, but it's basically just a way for them to charge extra money for just a Google Translate lady standing next to you. That's all it is, and it doesn't really work. Also, one thing, like I don't know if you guys in America have like a sort of like a website where you can look at houses, like a
Yeah.
famous one.
Yeah, we do. We
Yeah,
do.
so and then yeah, in Netherlands we have like it's called Funda. It's basically just it's a famous website for looking at houses here. And Japan also has this like website, but it's called like I think it's Gaijinpon or something like that. Gaijin basically means foreigner. Um, and they charge for like the same apartment or house, charge like three times the price because it's a foreigner and they
Oh
don't
wow.
realize what type of prices there are. So you can find the same house on like a Japanese for like a website for houses made for Japanese people, which is like actually three times less money to pay because they basically just scam all the foreigners,
Yeah.
and they don't really offer support, and it's incredibly difficult to move in. It's you basically need to know someone in Japan that gives you support. So what I thought, all right, I'm gonna make this business. I'm gonna try and go from over my laptop on here in the Netherlands and try and just now help people with paperwork because I'm getting better at Japanese, and I also have Japanese stepmom who can speak Japanese fluently, and she has also connections in Japan who actually want to help me and support this idea because they think it's awesome. Uh, so basically, what I'm trying to like create this company, which can help influence a lot of just foreigners to get into Japan and live in Japan way easier than now. And hopefully, I can create this like wonderful just wonderful bridge between foreigners and
Japan.
Japanese people getting more living together. Because Japan is right now just 80, I think it's 98 point something percent of like people living in Japan are actually Japanese natives. There's almost no foreigners there because it's impossible to live there. And I want to, create this easily a bridge that makes it easy for them to live in
To live there.
Japan, and hopefully I can create that. Yeah, and hopefully I can create a more international Japan. That's my ultimate goal. Of course, this is the dream, of course, but that's that's basically my idea, and I kind of I
I
kind of
love
like it,
it.
and it can,
Love it.
yeah, it connects to what I'm studying and everything. So
you're following your passions and like you're staying true to yourself.
exactly.
Oh, I love it. I support him, and not that you needed my support, but like, I love it. I love the idea.
No, it helps. It helps. Every sport helps. Yeah. So basically, that's all I've been experiencing. If we're gonna talk maybe like a few negative things here and there, I
Do it up.
guess a few like tough things right now in my life is my best friend. His mother is like extremely bad in
Oh,
terms of like cancer,
man.
and he's 19 right now. He's way too young to be experiencing that type of thing. But yeah, his mother is like having really is probably not gonna live for long, and then his dad is having trouble with I think it's also Parkinson's
Oh
in
wow.
English.
That's pretty. That's so the fact that like he has to step up and be like live,
Yeah.
grow up really quickly, like when like as opposed to like
Instantly, he has
yeah,
to, yeah, because he has this older brother who's I think now already like 30 something, but he's at home and he just plays games and he doesn't really do anything.
that sucks.
And his other older brother just basically ran away with a girlfriend, and so right now he needs to look for a job for his brother. He needs to write like a is it maybe like a neuropractical scientist or something in English? I don't know. Someone who like looks at your brain from a person,
Neuroscience
like a
surgeon, whatever, neuroscientist,
yeah, and
whatever.
it's just a neuroscientist, basically. That's what it is. And because his father, of course, with Parkinson's, he doesn't really notice himself like the symptoms if it's getting worse or not. So has to keep watch on his dad and write down if symptoms get worse. And he goes to the neuroscientist every time to get that. He needs to help his brother get a job. Then he also needs to take care of
That's
his
a lot of
mother.
pressure for a 19.
And he's 19 years old, um and my grandfather right now, I'm really close with two people in my family. That's my dad and my granddad. And my granddad right now, like seriously, like 1 month ago, 1 month and a half ago, got diagnosed with something, and now his lungs are full with tumors, and he's having a tough time breathing. Yeah, it's
I'm so
also
sorry you're going through that.
cancer. Yeah, it happens, but it's like it's the first actual time for me that really someone close, like actually really close, has been going
On,
through this. But then, yeah, then this great thing happened when me and oh yeah, they also tested my granddad for like any if any medicine work or any type of like surgical things gonna work, and nothing really seemed to like
like
connect with his tumors because they need to click or something. It depends on every person. But then me and that exact friend, we were eating dinner in Leiden, the beautiful city that I was talking about. Uh, and we were just having dinner there. And I got this phone call from my dad that they sent like some small pieces of tumors basically all over the country, and a new medicine in Leiden that they found um, while I was in Leiden. It was apparently the Leiden like hospital that founded a research center for medical sciences found a new medicine that has actually connected with his tumor, so he's allowed to at least like maybe live a little bit longer, which is awesome. That's such a crazy experience for me. I was in Leiden right there. I'm almost never in Leiden because it's like a 40-50 minute drive, which is like half of the Netherlands. So
yeah,
yeah, it was crazy, man. It's like one of those fucking miracle things you hear,
and you
in
just
like
happen to be
movies
there
and
at the
stuff.
right time.
And I just happened to be there, and apparently it clicked, so he gets to live a little bit longer.
That's
But yeah, I feel like just experiencing, it's not me who's having all the pain, but I get to experience like a very close perspective of someone who is, going through one of the most toughest periods of his life, probably. And I think like that this gives both of us just kind of like a kind of like a hit from like this is also reality, and
yeah.
this is how life can be.
Yep.
And I feel like this also kind of helped with how it is, because I kind of pushed him to also go into therapy, which he is in right now. And he says he's kind of like really come to peace while being in therapy. So
Yeah,
therapy, that my
that's
voice
good.
went there.
Good.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good.
So a lot of things changed. Yeah.
Man, that's a lot. We caught up, so I'll see you in another 5 years. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
No,
Maybe, who knows?
no, that's really cool, man. I'm happy that you're finding I'm fine that you found your passion in
Yeah.
Japanese, studying Japanese, and happy for your journey. It's unfortunate that your grandfather's going through that, and it sounds like you're
No,
there
yeah.
for. It sounds like you're there for your best friend or a really good
Oh,
friend,
100%.
and
Yeah.
you just sound like you sound really good right now. Like you're in a good spot,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
despite
feeling good. Yeah.
despite those negatives, like those serious negatives. Like you sound like you got your head on your shoulder. That's really remarkable for like considering that about like a year ago, like a year and a half ago, you were in high school. You know what I mean? So uh,
Yeah.
I will say like not to compare others, but like I think you have your head on a lot stronger than I did at that age.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like I kind of was forced to have this type of like I feel
Mindset.
like I was forced to like grow up a little bit
Yeah.
earlier because of the surroundings and stuff. But yeah, I appreciate that, and yeah, I don't know. I'm uh, I'm gonna be excited and nervous for next year, and basically, I feel like next year is just gonna be me going through just surviving, fighting through next year just to get to the place that I really want to be, which is in that college.
Yeah.
Um, but it's yeah, it's exciting, and I feel like also a lot of I feel like right now for me, like it seems like a lot has happened in a year, but I feel like that's kind of normal for someone who's my age. I feel like most changes and most like confusing stuff happens around this age. So
Yeah.
um, I feel like it'll all straighten out or just even out when I get into that college. I get my goals straight. I maybe start up my little business. I maybe get into this routine. That's what I'm hoping for at least.
Yeah.
But
That's good.
yeah, it's been really cool. So, what was your heritage again?
As far as like my ethnicity or
Yeah, ethnicity.
Filipino and white, and American.
Filipino.
Yeah, like mom's Filipino, dad's white, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, I thought maybe like Japanese. I thought maybe we were gonna
Oh no, yeah, no,
have a Japanese conversation.
yeah, oh, because I'm Asian, huh? You racist piece of
Yeah,
shit. No.
exactly.
No, yeah, like I'm Filipino, so
Okay. Actually, okay, it's not Filipino, but it's close.
for sure.
Indonesia is my best friend's from Indonesia.
Nice. Well, hey
Yeah, I've
Matt.
also actually kind of a funny thing because I work at a Asian supermarket and most of like a year and a half of lockdown, I've for the past like year and a half, I've seen more Asians than actually Dutch people.
That's
So
funny.
it feels like I've been living in like an
This is
Asian
your way
country.
to learn how to live in Japan.
Exactly. I'm
You're
preparing
training.
myself.
You're training. You're getting used to it.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm ignoring all the other people. I'm just looking at the Asian people around me.
for sure. Well, hey Matt, it was really good talking to you. Like I'm so happy for
Yeah,
you.
it's a good catch up.
Like
Yeah,
a good catch up. Like I'm always gonna be around if you need a vent or a talk. Don't hesitate to reach out.
yeah. It's a really cool thing that you're doing. Just not having that random people just dial in and talk. I feel like it's I just put it up for in the background for like my studying. It's like nice to listen to. So it's an awesome
Nice.
thing that you're doing.
Thanks, man. All right, man.
Yeah.
I'll catch you later, dude.
Well, yeah, and good luck with your kid and best thing to your wife and kid and everything, man. It's
Appreciate it.
awesome.
Much love. All
All
right,
right.
you take
Yeah,
care.
man.
Bye.
Let's take
That was awesome. That was cool catching up with. Such a good dude. Such a good person. Whoops. Hey, so what's going on? I doubt you're still here, but Bob the zoologist, why are you exploiting your child? I'm not. That's not my intentions. I can see how that is perceived, but my intentions are pure, and I mean, I can give you the exact reason why I do what I do, but like, I think people will see what they want to see. So, that's all I can say. Your child isn't really sleeping, faking it. Sorry, I had to, no worries, mustache. Hey, what's going on, Alherns? I would not want to have kids. I get it. I didn't want kids for the longest myself, so yeah. Ooh, man, that was good. It was cool catching up to Matt. He's a viewer from my Twitch channel, and such a good dude. I really appreciative of him. Yeah, I got about another hour, about another 50 minutes to stream. If anyone wants to jump in, chat, and talk, by all means, feel free. I think we've had a pretty successful morning talking to people, letting people vent. I'll probably do this again later tonight, after midnight Pacific Standard Time. Ooh. Good times today. Hey, what's going on, Blazer? How you doing, Blazer? How's life treating you? Ooh. Oops. I might take one more call and then call it a day for the rest of the day. If not, we might just call it there. Just to see what people are up to. Hopefully people are doing all right. Whew, so what's going on with everyone? I have 5 viewers watching. So yeah. Yeah, I'm just here if anyone wants to talk about anything. Hey, what's up, Trevor? You got a show tonight? That's pretty good. I'm happy for you, Blazer. Nice. I'm chilling here too. You got a show tonight? Where's your show at, Trevor? Hopefully you're doing well. I'll probably stream for a few more minutes. If no one calls, might just call it a day. Ooh. Norco, nice. Good seeing you, buddy. How's life treating, man? How's school and everything? I'm telling you, man. You're flying to Sacramento tomorrow for a show. Then nice, you're killing it. You're killing it. That's awesome. Yeah, like I'm doing well. Like not flying to any shows anytime soon, but call in. You can be my last caller. By all means. Ooh. Hopefully everyone's doing well today. I'm just sitting here, letting people call in about their successes and their wins.
Hello?
Hey, Trevor.
Hey, man.
What's up,
Sorry,
buddy?
it was connecting to me to a Google Voice thing, and it wanted me to answer all these personal questions.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I have it set up through Google Voice.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's it going?
It's going well, man. Just been streaming for the last 2 hours, and yeah, this is my second or third stream where I'm taking live calls. So,
Okay.
and this is the first time I'm
How's it going? Any
simulcasting.
conspiracy theorists yet?
I've gotten one person who believed like in the deep state stuff, and like I try not to judge.
Okay.
I genuinely try not to judge because I think people believe in what they believe based on the way they grew up and like their surroundings and everything.
Sure.
And so like so I just heard him out and like just let him do his thing. So
What's the deep state?
I don't know. I even told him that. Like I told him straight up like that I'm not like too familiar with it, so I didn't want to like say something that like that wasn't true because I you know what I mean. I didn't want to like come off as almighty. Yeah, because I was just because I don't know. I try to treat people with respect, at least like moving forward. So
Yeah, I try not to argue with people on that kind of stuff either because I'm super dumb.
yeah,
So.
exactly. Yeah, I know you're stupid. You are ridiculously dumb. So you're a garbage piece of shit person. No.
Well, that is unrelated.
Yeah.
To my intelligence. Yeah. But yeah, I see you got your kid with you today. That's kind of cool.
Nice. Yeah. Thank you.
Brand new baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got one due in February.
How you feeling about it? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I've learned though that when you have a kid on the way, people who have kids, it's their favorite thing in the world when you tell them that you're prepared. I was talking to my mom and I was like, yeah, you know, I'm ready. My wife is a psychologist. She works in child development. I've read up on it. I know it's going to be rough, and I know I'm in for a rough year, and all that. And and then my mom, she's like, oh, ho, 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 ho. You have no idea. That's what everybody has done. My brother, a friend of mine, they're like, oh, that's what everybody thinks. Everybody thinks they know. So what I've decided to do is no matter how difficult it turns out to be, I'm just going to tell everyone that dogs are harder.
That's funny.
It's rough, but it's not like having a puppy.
Yeah. That's funny.
Baby's not going to eat my couch.
Not with that attitude.
Maybe a teenager. Yeah, no, that. They don't have teeth yet, man. Maybe they'll nurse on it.
Oh man, so nice.
So yeah, I got a call out of nowhere. I've been wanting to do more stand up. And wanting to try and make this a career because school's almost over and I'm on the GI Bill. So that's income that's about to go away.
Yeah. I know that feeling.
And it's time to make a living. And I was like, okay, well, either I gotta make money at stand up or I have to quit and become a real adult. And that didn't sound like fun. So I've been trying different things. And then I got a call out of nowhere from a friend of mine who is like an A-list Christian comedian. And he was like, hey, how much is it going to cost to get you out to this town to do, 20 minutes? And I was like, I don't know, however much it costs. So he paid for my plane ticket, my car, my hotel room, and he's paying me for the show.
That's awesome.
Like, dude, I need to do more Christian comedy because it's way more lucrative.
Yeah. Like they said that the 4 C's: colleges, cruise ships, corporations, and churches.
Yeah. I mean, you can make a lot of money doing all of those things, and no one will ever hear of you. And
exactly.
Honestly, that suits me.
That's good. That's good.
The problem is, I know a bunch of comedians who have come up in church comedy.
And
the crowds there are too good. So you never know when your jokes are not good enough because they're just too eager to laugh, you know?
Yeah, I get.
So if you could go up there with like subpar material and be killing and you think you're great, and then you go to a you know, shitty bar open mic and all of your stuff bombs, and then you know, have an existential crisis because you've never bombed before.
But I was killing it. I was killing it at the Church of Latter-day Saints.
those
Mormons.
sure love dick jokes.
No, yeah, well, no, that's pretty cool, man. Like, I get what you're saying. Like, it's one of those things where it's like whatever your niche is or niche is, like, you tailor it to that, and then when you try to apply that to across other things, like, it may not be applicable, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, and that's not what I want. I don't want to limit myself to that.
Yeah.
I would love to be able to do those kinds of shows, but I also want to keep doing. I also want to do clubs, and I also want to do, you know, bar shows and you know, crappy open mics, because I don't want to be one of those dudes who can't, you know,
Perform.
It's like
could only perform in one place.
Yeah. Well, come on. It's like Christian music. It's only successful because there's a built-in audience who doesn't want to listen to the good stuff.
watch this interview leaks, and then like you get canceled before you.
Oh man, no, dude, no one's watching.
I know. Yeah, no one's watching. No, you're right. No one's watching. Thanks for bringing me back down.
Yeah, who are you, Joe Rogan?
I just want you to know I have 5 people watching on Reddit. So.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm really popular on Reddit, man. A lot of downvotes.
Hey, the audience feels a certain way.
Yeah, they definitely do. Yeah.
Nice, dude.
That's cool. So what are you working on?
Animation? I'm still working on my script through the Writers Guild Foundation, Veterans Writing Project. Dude, I'm telling you, man, you need to get into this program next year. Like,
I am definitely, you know what? I was supposed to apply for it this year, and I didn't set an alarm on my phone or you know, on my calendar, and I completely forgot about it. So I did it this year. So I will be alerted when it's time.
It is by far the best like veterans program, mentorship program that I've been a part of, and it's I think
really?
Yeah, and like it's also like been more rewarding and more helpful than my film school than going to school.
That's good. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, come on. Film school, you don't go there to learn how to write.
You go to network. You go to network.
People. Yeah. Well, and I went there to hang out with little 18-year-olds apparently, because I'm going to school. Dude, I am 38 right now, and I am in my senior year in college, and there are kids going to that school who are like asking me questions like that they should be asking their dad. You know?
You might be.
Yeah, there's like, right, I might as well. I don't know, man. I haven't traveled that extensively in the United States. If they were from, you know, if they were from Japan or I don't know, Bahrain. Like one of the kids asked me, he's like, well, how in your marriage, how are you like the manly one if you're more emotional and, you know, artistic than your wife? And I was like, you know, you just are. I just am. I mean, you know, you can be rough and tumble and also like poetry.
Yeah.
I mean, I assume, I don't know anyone who likes poetry, but if they did, I don't think that would preclude them from, you know, lifting heavy objects and grunting at stuff.
Yeah. Well, hey, Trevor, I don't mean to cut this short. I appreciate you calling, but I'm not gonna lie. I've been streaming for the last like 2.5 hours, and it's starting to hit me right now. So I think I'm burnt out.
Hey, man, that's why I called to tell you that it's time to end the stream.
I appreciate that. You're my friend. You're a good friend. You're a good buddy. I definitely want. With that being said, I do want to catch up with you. I definitely want to talk to you. It's just hitting me right now. I don't want to I feel like I do you disservice.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I understand you. I never thought you had what it takes. So this is just further proof.
Appreciate
All right,
it,
man.
All right, you take care. You have a wonderful day, man.
All right, later.
Peace. All right, with that being said, everyone, Like that's it. Like I appreciate everyone being here. Like everyone, take care. Like thanks for giving me the calls and everything, and I will talk to everyone later. You have a good one.